Who made a bigger statement last night? I'm sure we're all in agreement. Ben Simmons, made the bigger statement. Who knew that Ben Simmons could score 31 points, shoot the high percentage he did from the field and the free throw line? Everybody knew Kevin Durant was a superstar player and that, at any time he could drop 38, 40 points anytime he wanted. Obviously, we're all in agreement here. Ben Simmons made the biggest statement last night.
I know we've only worked together for 6 months, but you really don't know me. It was Kevin Durant for me to quietly yell to everyone, I am Kevin Durant. And for everyone to have to take notice, which you should have never, ever lost sight of, that's Kevin Durant. That's a huge statement because he didn't go out there and bark it up. He didn't go out there and get outside his game to do what he did in the 38 points and the efficiency and the defensive presence. You know what he did?
What?
He went out there and said, how in the hell have I played 979 games I see on here? And y'all throw those out the window in my body of work to yell at me about 2 games against an undersized gnat of a defender and Pat Beverly? Y'all crazy. So,
do you know the name Meadowlark Lemon?
No, I just heard it.
Lemon.
No, was that a cartoon?
Globetrotters, Meadowlark Lemon. If he had a bad game against the Washington Generals and said, hey, my name is Meadowlark Lemon, would you be shocked if he came out the next day against the Washington Generals and clown-suited them? The Clippers, the Washington Generals, the second worst team in the playoffs. The Clippers, that's who Kevin Durant beat up, a baby seal. Go ahead, Chris.
A baby seal?
I'm sure you
Wait
agree.
Wait a minute. You took that whole thing a different place.
Well, I know we only been working together for 2 months, but you clearly don't know me as well. I'm going to say this. Look, come on now. This is Kevin Durant we're talking about, and there are factors in play here. Not only is this probably one of the most high-profile series in the playoffs right now, it's Kevin Durant. It's the
Clippers are involved.
Listen, yes, I understand. But there's a drama. Sure. There's a drama involved. There's the Beverly element. Yeah. There's Kevin Durant's pending free agency. Great. There's this element of is this team going to be intact? Is this the last hurrah? Now, look, I love what Ben Simmons did.
That was big.
But he was caught. Look, I love Jared Dudley. But I'm sorry, that's not exactly, the ratings ain't boosting over that drama over there. I'm sorry, it's just a little bit different. It's a different beast over here. And what he did and the way Kevin Durant has been acting all this whole season, that's why all the attention and the lights are focused on what
Mark, I'm sure you agree with me.
Jace, I do not want to gang up on you here, but I'm going to gang up on you here. Because I will give you this. Ben Simmons, it was the least surprising that Kevin Durant had the game that he had because he's Kevin Durant. Ben Simmons is a young player that's just getting started. He had all those comparisons entering the NBA about, hey, he could be the next Magic Johnson, but a lot of question marks of how much of a shooter he is. But Kevin Durant's performance was the most entertaining. Chris Haynes hit on most of the points, but another subplot that was very interesting is kind of the back and forth that Steve Kerr and he are having, where Steve Kerr says before Game 3, he wants Kevin to be more aggressive. He wants him to get 20, 30 shots, and KD's kind of sneering and saying, I'm not going to try to just get 20 or 30 shots and mess up the offense, and telling me, hey, how do you want me to play when I'm asking how aggressive should you be? And then he answers like that, has a fun back and forth with Chris about how much he's a playmaker, a scorer, and when he decides to do both. So he is the most entertaining performance of the night.
Mark, I know this is your first time on the show, but you are a journalist.
There you go.
I want to point to this. Who made a bigger statement? Not who was more entertaining. Who made a bigger statement? And that's why, again, I'm going to go back to, I can't believe y'all sitting here. When I watched Kevin Durant in the first quarter last night, I was like, oh, that's Texas. That's the University of Texas. Kevin Durant. I saw that. I saw him come to Fall Allen, Kansas Arena, and do exactly what he did last night. Like, damn, 7 foot, can shoot like that, can take it off the bounce on people like that. There was nothing new here. That was vintage Kevin Durant. But we didn't learn anything new. Ben Simmons is like, oh, there is a way for him to be an effective scorer and carry a team in a playoff game. There is something here that,
You
Ben
learned
Simmons,
that?
even though
You didn't know that? You didn't watch game 2?
31?
But you didn't see game 2 when he was balling as well. Game 1, he was absent compared to his standards.
He's an all-star, too.
And he's an all-star. Here's the thing. This is LeBron 2.0 if he gets his jump shot. We all know Ben Simmons is walking triple-double. But you know why it took something off for me other than the fact that that series is not as interesting as the Clippers and Golden State?
Because you was in the Staples Center. That's why I wasn't as interested.
Damn
Go ahead.
right. And I'll be there Sunday, too. I need a win.
You shouldn't go. But go ahead.
It's going to be ugly.
Enjoy your Easter. Enjoy your Easter.
Let me say this. Y'all think that Ben Simmons went out there motivated because, you know what, people were clowning me and Jared Dudley. It was the quote-unquote leaked bogus story, Philadelphia Sixers are saying, about Joel Embiid is our no-trade player, and Ben Simmons was on the block. Remember that happened? And so Ben Simmons is like, and Embiid's not playing? So he went for broke. He went out of character. And you can say that that's a greater statement.
I think you're proving his point.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. That statement that he's trying to make is not going to be something that's sustainable, and it's not something that you were going to look at and see again. Game 2, he balled out. Game 3, he balled out. And you trying to say that's a big statement? I just think that the guy went out there with a little extra sauce and went out of character. Kevin Durant went out there and said, I'm just going to play my game. And that speaks the loudest. Like, the one who barks to me ain't the one with the bite. Kevin Durant went out there from first quarter on, silent assassin. You want to say it's the guy who went out there fully motivated? I don't see it.
I'm sitting here shocked.
I'm sorry to disappoint you here.
All right.